Hello, Big Beefy Burger Butter here with another episode of the Binding of Isaac Repentance. We're gonna go ahead and do the challenge Onan's Streak. Onan's Streak. It's a challenge. So you have a chocolate milk, one of my favorite items in the game. And then you also have, your Judas, just kind of basic funny Judas. So, like, important thing to do, number one, is get some health. But, here's the funny thing about this challenge. It'll probably... Okay, I didn't mean to kill that guy. If we miss, we get hit. So, we want to try to not do that. I'm gonna kill this boss first, before we go grab that tinted rock. But yeah, with Judas, you have the damage. Also, there's a tinted rock there too. We're gonna go ahead and go through this floor a little bit more. Try to get another bomb, hopefully. Well, I mean, we got another bomb. It did give us one. But not exactly how I wanted it. It's also not exactly what we're looking for. If I can, I'm gonna do that. There's a few strategies you can utilize. Oh my god, you get item rooms. I did not know that one. That is not something we want. As much as it pains me, that's also kind of bad. So... yes, it's a great way to explain this. This is a very good item. I would describe it as a pretty good burst instant kill an enemy item. The downside is it shoots a bunch of tears. If any of those land on the ground, I get hit for it. So, we really can't end up grabbing it. Ball of bandages, nice because we don't have to shoot. So we can just kind of kill enemies like that. I think we go in our shop and see at least there's a bomb. I want to test if you can shoot rocks. And that won't count. I'm pretty sure shooting a rock damages you. So we're just not gonna shoot the rock. Well, we have another bomb apparently. I did not notice that. Let's go ahead and try to get one more soul heart. Because this run, for having to not miss, it has to get to Isaac. That's kind of a challenge. We got hit. Because we want to stand close to enemies so we can't miss them. Now, there are definitely some items that are good. I'm glad that hitting a stony does not count. Penetrating shot actually does work. With the, the nice thing of, as long as it hits an enemy, you don't get hit. So, stuff like that would be good. Any familiar, I'm pretty sure that shoots a tear. If they miss, you get hit. Damage up's obviously good. I think we want a defensive item, so we're gonna try to go for the Angel Deal and hopefully like get something like Holy Mantle. Or, even a Wafer. Wafer would definitely be a very good one. Holy Mantle, I'm pretty sure even if you have Mantle up and you miss, you do take damage for it. So, decently scary. Him being a random, I'm gonna wait for him to clear this room a bit. Or just, like, do that, I guess. Yeah, just also, like, kill yourself. There you go. He dropped the one bomb I needed him to. And then we could probably just buy the other tinted rock. One thing that's nice is if you don't want to hold the button down, you can just shoot your tear off like that and then not get hit. Because it just has to hit the floor. It doesn't count as a miss until it has missed. that makes sense. If it hits the wall, it counts as a miss. I was like, can I outspeed that? I have to get out of the habit of holding down the attack button. Because I obviously don't want to be holding tears ready. I do not need to. Just go ahead and kill these things. Nah. This might be decent, because again, it is another item where we do not have to be actually attacking in order to kill enemies. Now, this could, at the same time, backfire on us, as we might accidentally kill an enemy we're trying to shoot, and then, you know, you missed them, so you took damage. For the example there, we just want one of these guys to like kind of jump in a predictable manner. I want him to like not. Apparently, I can one-shot them with my. Okay, I have a high damage stat. I'm now realizing this. We'll see how many zaps it takes to. Okay, 2. We missed and we hit the wall. That is as easy as it can be to be a problem. I would love to be able to buy car battery. But there's a high likelihood we won't be able to. E. coli, not the worst pickup. It will prevent us from having to fight some enemies. Honestly, we could just be near enemies and kill them. So, that's probably what we're going to be doing for the majority of this. Just like, okay. And then we have a gold heart. So, maybe just don't even attack enemies. That is seeming like the likelihood. Yeah, and it's doing a lot of damage as well. However, it is also seeming random. Yeah, but it's also strong. Like, if it's an enemy we don't want to be near, yeah, we'll use our good old-fashioned tears. I could take the tears down as a downside, but I'll look at it like this. It'll force us to be more patient with our shots. Do not know how I did not take a damage point off from my health bar from that last one. I feel like we always fight one of these guys. I think he was still vulnerable to damage. Alright, we did not expect him to die in one hit. We're gonna go ahead and test if hitting a rock, in fact, hurts me. When it does. Holy Light is seeming like something that would be pretty exceptionally good. I'm gonna go with Holy Light. And then maybe we fight the Angel for the Angel Deal chance. And then work from there. One of these Holy Lights happens, it's going to, like, one-shot this guy, by the way. It won't, it'll just do about 3 times the amount of damage it did. Holy Light would be pretty good if it procced once. Alright. Shoot the tear on my way out so I don't end up actually hitting myself with it. I have prepared ahead of time. I'm currently utilizing a can of peaches as a way of sustenance in between rounds, as well as stocked up on water bottles, because we may be in it for the long haul. Since Isaac runs tend to be around 30 minutes, we're just going to Isaac. But we may be utilizing some of the forbidden not go fast strats in order to speed things, or not speed things, secure our victory ever so slightly. Not black candle. That's an item. The red candle. It's a pretty good item. We haven't failed to get any amount of money through this entire run. You can eat my shit. With that one, my buddy. Okay, you're dead. We're gonna go ahead and get a tier stat increase. Shoot that out. We still don't have enough money for any items. And an honestly small, minuscule, tiny even amount of health. There's the speed up we're wanting. And it will also yet again increase our effectiveness against enemies that are not... We can just be close to enemies and do a lot of damage. Honestly, the best thing we could find right now is probably like Book of Shadows, Unicorn Stomp, something like that. Anything that makes us not have to shoot right now. I'm gonna wait for him to shoot and then not have that be enough damage to kill him. These enemies are going to be annoying. Okay, as long as something like that happens, we can sauce on them. I almost thought I missed. Just zap that one so we don't have to fight it. It's gonna bounce back up this way anyway. Just don't miss it. There you go. The other important thing we could definitely find that would be useful is probably a health points. Anything that will increase that. I'm scared to shoot him. I tried to shoot him and the game stuttered for a second. I'm not certain what caused that, but it scared me. These enemies may be slightly annoying to fight. There you go. Okay. That's a damage up with the item we currently have. What is it called? Judas Book? Fucking Book of Belial. That's the name of the item. If you need a gauge of how often I use Book of Belial, I just forgot its name. Also, he killed himself, so he hurt me with it. He intended that. Blood of the Martyr is a higher increase in damage if you have Book of Belial. I do not think the Temperance card is our play here, so we blow it up. And then we get scared of whoever this boss fight is, except not, because he's going to blow up the arena, so we can actually just not worry about getting hit. Yeah, we do Mega Omando damage. The only boss that will be a problem against is probably going to be Isaac. We at least check what's in here. Death's Touch. We're going crazy with it, because again, Penetrating Shot. As long as you hit one guy with it, yeah, it's cool, because I was charging it. As long as you hit one person with it, it's going to count. Apparently we have two of these things, and the familiar's shooting does not count. Never mind. So, that thing I said before, I was lying to you. We have, like, no health, but we have tiers that are so big, if you miss, you're actually bad. We technically hit that guy, so we didn't lose health. And unfortunately, while while being funny is a character trait. I'm gonna wait for this to do that and then just kill these guys. I really would be okay with any amount of health. Okay, Bozo is essentially what I asked for. I really just need health points. Oh, thanks. Apparently I hit the skeleton and that counted. Okay, well, that's really not what we're looking for, but we got a soul heart out of it, so that's something. We still managed to keep the thing. We can one-shot those guys. Okay, we don't get hit there. We go in the arcade and we'll at least look at it. That's pretty good. I think we should have played that a bit. And we're gonna go ahead and use a bomb-like key and see what's in here. A rather completely useless trinket that I'm gonna find almost no value in. We just want to not be near these guys when we attack them, in case the lightning bolt zaps them. Oh, we found another thing that will be useful for the remainder of this run. We hope that this is something good. And it is, alas, not exactly an item we're looking for. I'm so happy that the familiar does not count as a lost shot, because we want to just... If I was taking damage because I picked up 2 balls of bandages, because those are the boss items I got, I would not exactly be happy. Infestation. Infestation seems good, but then also we could take a familiar. And then again, just not have to shoot. If worse comes to worse. Where we obviously want to be shooting, so we can kill enemies. Like faster, like significantly faster. Just only shoot when you know you're gonna hit them. Because we're in now the very, very fucking terrifying part of this run. Eating a peach slice. Here's a few reasons why this part of the run is very scary. Teleporting enemies and a full heart damage. Not a good combination of things. I think we take the finger bone for the increased chance of finding hearts. Okay, that was not enough to kill them. So let's just zap them to finish them off. Lucky Penny will increase our chance for those very good tier effects. Ball of bandages just saved me from taking a hit. And we reuse the remainder of this time to turn those into shits. I think I don't know how much I killed the rest of those, so we're just gonna try to zap them and hit them with our familiars. I apparently did not hit them. The joke's on me. Did not hit them with my my tier at any point there. Okay, that was a little scarier than it should be. We can hopefully just kill this boss like instantaneously, so let's do that. Thank you. Okay, HP. Not nothing. Bombs, not nothing. Tinted rocks, not to be seen. Tinted rocks will probably be easier to find in this section of the game. I think we ignore this this room. Not enough to kill. Scared to shoot again. Okay, well, I guess I should have shot him anyway. We honestly took some bad items for this. And then we also took, like, some of the best things we could have found. That almost hit me, and I would have been, like, deeply offended at the game if it had decided to inflict damage upon me in such a ludicrous manner. A 2 of hearts, 2 of spades. Hierophant. Hierophant card? Insane. That's
the Hierophant.
That is some insurance we need. While most runs, I would say 3 health is like my comfort zone. Generally speaking, I'm glad that they both didn't die and I got hit for it. This one changes that rule definitely. Where any damage is like bad damage, and we do not want to be taking it for any reason. Oh, we want to also try to kill this boss. Pretty quickly. 2 hearts, not the worst thing to have lost, because I let go of the thing compulsively, because I'm like, alright, the game has been finished. I say we do it. And we get help. Okay. He teleported because he's a piece of shit character. Fuck you. This is really the worst part about this challenge, is the enemy just deciding to peace out and hit you. Just don't kill him immediately. Okay. So we are on a scary amount of health. And we're gonna fight a shitty enemy. Okay, never mind. I really don't want to have to do that fight down there, but we're gonna have to, as it seems. I think this is where we use our bombs. We use our bombs again to just get the fuck out of this room. Okay, I guess we're like just doing this room, I guess. What hit me? Bad trip is probably the worst thing that we could have just gotten right here. Okay, what do we do? I mean, it's like all over if we get hit by these spikes. He pays out with like an HP up, we win this. This is one of those times, do not pay out with Butterbean. I'm giving you my life right now. Empress. Very good. Charted ahead of time. We're fighting ghosts. Wait till they're like their characters. One of them died in the fire. Okay, we're gonna hope that this is a soul heart. Huge. We're not shooting in this room. Have a bit of patience. My Volt will do the damage. Do not have patience in this room. These things need to die now. Okay. Nothing. I think all I could ask for was like that one really good soul heart and that fire. I'm scared to shoot him for the example of him teleporting on me and doing that. So we don't charge it until it's a room of enemies. He attacks me and that's his mistake. We do this to just... Okay, and then we could get health. And we did. Okay. So, we went from being scared to, this is a decent probability of being able to beat this boss effectively. But we just don't miss. But it's the stand still boss. With pretty much a tier that, okay, well, that counted as hitting him, and I'm not gonna complain about that. Sometimes the bugs aren't game changing, so I mean it's probably game changing. Death's Touch, like main reason we won that one. We unlock kidney stones. If you enjoyed this episode of The Binding of Isaac Repentance, leave a like and I'll see you in the next one.